everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Garb Experiment. We are back on the Summer Proving Grounds, which only means one thing, another mod showcase. So it's a little bit different this time. So we'll jump into the garage and find out what it is. So I'm not 100% sure what the best truck is to carry it. So I'm going to go for... carry it. It is a... Let's have a look. Let's see if we can get it on this. I'm not 100% sure. So we need to go all the way down to frame add-ons, because this time, if I can find it, okay. This is a slight issue. Maybe it's not on this truck. Okay, there we go. So it is the stronger US crane. Now, and we also have a stronger US loading crane as well. So we're going to have a look at both of these. I didn't realise it is only on the... I don't know if it's only just on the base game vehicles. So stick off-road gearbox on it. No, I'm going to leave it stock actually, because I don't want to go too mad with the wheels. And then we're going to go... We're not going to really go too far out of the plot anyway. So I'm just going to stick... Do I stick those ones on? I'll just stick those ones on. Again, as we should do advanced heavy. I don't know if that will change the crane whatsoever anyway. Okay, right, let's take this out. So yeah, they have modded the crane, hopefully, to make it better. Because that was one thing that the base game cranes were lacking a little bit, was a bit of strength, to be honest. Like, sometimes you really struggle to lift anything up. So... It says they've made it stronger and they've made the anchors better as well. So let's have a look. Pull the anchors out. Now you can see there, look, the anchor's already sort of... It's coming out a little bit further than it should. But that's not an issue. So I'm going to have a look and see. Could I lift this truck up? Okay, I don't know if that's just because I'm so far away or what. Maybe let's bring it in a bit. Okay. Maybe drop that down and bring it in. Maybe it was, again, it's not because I got it on the right truck. But there you go, look, see, we can actually lift this truck up into the air. Can we, if we bring it in, can we get it any higher without tipping the truck over? Maybe I need to bring something else in. Okay, let go of that before I flip this thing over. Right, I'm going to head into the garage and try a different truck and see if that's any better. Right, so let's see if this can do a little bit better, maybe. I've got a heavy truck this time instead. The last one was an off-road truck, so maybe it was an issue because I didn't have a heavy truck. But let's see if we can actually pick this truck up now. Again, it is a stronger US crane. But obviously looks different because of the truck that is on. So let's have a look. Crane mode, legs out. Again, they go that little bit extra further. Let me try. So basically, yeah, this mod was going to make things a little bit easier for recovering vehicles and things out and about and actually doing proper recoveries. And again, maybe I've picked the wrong truck to try and pick up. But it's sort of working. Okay, maybe we'll go try it on some other stuff, because it's not really showcasing this very well, because I'm trying to pick up a big truck. Let's see, maybe if we pick up a really big piece of cargo. So we go manual loading, yeah. What is the biggest piece you can get? Apart from the... oh, I guess it's the plane then. Okay! Yep, that's pretty big. So let's see. Can we lift this up? Or is it going to struggle still? So let's get the crane right above it. Let's bring it down as close as possible as well. Let's bring in that winch. And let's go. Ah, there you go. So I should really bring out the standard crane as well to have a look with that. But no issue whatsoever on picking that up. You could easily pick that up and load that onto a trailer and not have an issue whatsoever. That's great, actually. Maybe worth using that. That should definitely help in career mode as well. Because again, maybe if you get a scout really stuck or something, you might be able to just use a crane to pull it out. But I'm going to drop that there a second. Let's go... I'm going to restore this. Get this out of the way. If I can, without bringing the plane with me. Well, I've messed that up a treat, haven't I? Right. I'll go in to the garage and grab the exact same truck, but with the standard crane, and see how it does with that. Right, so exact same truck. Only difference is this has the standard base game crane on it instead. So you'll see once I bring the legs out, you'll probably see the difference there. So let's go crane mode. So yeah, it doesn't quite come out as far. Again, I've probably kind of messed myself up with this because I haven't got the plane in a very good position. Okay, well maybe the crane didn't have an issue with it before. What's a good test then for this? Because that's not really an issue, is it? It just seems to be absolutely fine with that. Regardless. Okay, then we need to get sort of a base figure then with a vehicle, which is not that big one over there, but it's still pretty big, and see how it does with lifting it up. So I'm going to get rid of this cargo if I can. Somehow. And I'll grab a scout out, one of the bigger scouts, and see how well they do with lifting that up instead. Okay then, so we've got this, the International Lodestar. It's got a crane on the back because that puts the suspension down the most, so that adds the most amount of weight. Still being a scout though, it's not huge and it's not a big truck. So let's put them to the test and see how they do at lifting it up. Try get me... Put it in the middle, right next to the legs. There we go. So we're going to change to the base game version first. So let's see how we do. So we're going to hitch right on the top there. Let's get... That's not what I wanted. Right then. Okay, so there you go. It can't lift it no higher than... Okay, no, actually it can. So let's keep the crane in, because that's when we're going to start having issues. Right, there you go. So it can lift it right up in the air. Let's throw it out and see how far we can get away from the truck. There you go, see, that's it. It's struggling. So it can't lift the truck really off the ground when it's fully extended. So that's a sort of good indicator then for the base game one. So I'm going to drop that off there, spin this out of the way, and change over to the modded version. Right, so yeah, this is the modded one. Need the engine on, crane mode. Maybe a little bit of an issue. Right, so there you go. You can see the leg difference already there. Whoa there. Okay. Not really helping that the truck's slightly further away. So again, we do it. Is it going to lift it up? Come on. Right, let's just hide those controls a second. So what? That is struggling to lift that up. Okay, am I doing something wrong here? That is, like, really... It can't lift it up. Even if we bring it in. Well, why does that crane keep doing that as well? Right. What is going on? Because this one on the right, the one I've got it attached to at the moment, is meant to be the stronger one. And it can barely lift it off the ground. Okay, well, that's the wrong truck. This hasn't gone very well. I don't know why. Yeah, this is the base game one, because you can tell by the way the anchors are. And why does that keep doing that? Okay, that is very strange. Well, I haven't showcased this very well because I don't actually know what's going on there. I don't know if it's I'm doing something wrong or what. I don't really know. But this is definitely the base game crane on the back of here. Because, yeah, like I said, you can see because the way the anchors don't go all the way out. I'm just going to try this again. Is it maybe because where I've got it parked? Maybe let's try that. Let's try and move it. I don't know if that would be any issue whatsoever. But let's get the anchors out. Let's change to the international. Bring that over. Get it in the same sort of place where we started off with the other one. Right, turn it off and change back. Okay. Alright, starting off from the same place. Why is the anchors gone back in? There we go. Right, there we go. That's better. Okay, maybe I was doing something wrong then. I'm not 100% sure. Let's get rid of the control so we can see. Let's change that. So we are tilting quite a bit. Why is that? Let's drop that down. Right, let's try again. So now the anchors are right in, or where they should be. Okay, there we go. We're lifting it up now. And right up as well. Okay, there we go. I must have been doing something wrong. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but that is a lot better. Let's just drop down that a little bit. So, yeah, there you can see it's lifting it right up. And the truck isn't really tipping over. It's not dropping it down either, which is a lot better than the base game one. And then we'll destroy it. But yeah, there we go then. So I must have been doing something wrong. But that could be used in any sort of scenario, whether it's recovering a truck from an absolute mess you get it into. But that's, yeah, that is a lot better. So maybe we bring out 2 of the loading cranes. I'm going to get rid of all these trucks. We bring out 2 of the ones on the back of the loading crane. So we maybe bring out the pay stars, 2 identical trucks with the pay stars, and then see how they do for lifting with the little smaller crane like that's on the back of that scout vehicle there. Right then, here we go. So the one on the left, the red cab, is the modded version of the crane, and again the one on the right is the base game model. Same vehicle that we're going to try and lift, just because I think that's sort of a good indication of how well if we lift the same thing. Obviously, yes, you'd probably use these more so for cargo, lifting onto the back of your vehicle, as opposed to picking up a vehicle, because this is, well, just a smaller crane. So this is going to be a little bit different, but nonetheless, we will see how well they do. So all the way in, and let's not detach that. Right, all the way in, and let's see how well it does with lifting. So, okay, all the way in, and it can't really lift the front of that cab up, or the whole truck itself. And then if you extend it all the way out, yeah, it can't do it at all. So, hopefully, when we jump into the modded version, it should do what it's meant to do, and actually do a better job, because it's the modded version. So let's have a look. Start the engine. I always mess this up. Right. So the legs don't look... Okay, yes, the legs do look different. They're slightly wider again. Obviously, they're sticking out a little bit. So let's go all the way in. And there you go. A difference straight away. I think. A little bit different. Come on. At least get the back end off the ground a bit, or not. But yeah, I think it is getting it a bit higher there, because I think the wheels were touching with the other crane. So again, a much better difference. You should be able to handle cargo a lot better with this modded crane, which should be very useful in the career situation, because then you're not struggling to lift anything, which I have found it does do with the base game crane, because it just doesn't have that strength in order to lift stuff. And like when you're trying to recover a trailer that you've tipped over, and you just can't lift the trailer at all because there's no strength in the crane when you've just got a sort of crane like this. Or yes, you get like a big rig stuck or rolled over, and you just need to be able to get that lift with the big crane that you get on the back of that heavy vehicles. You just need to be able to get that lift to get the cab and the truck to roll over back up onto its wheels, which you sometimes can't do with just using the normal winch when you winch off a truck with another truck with no crane on it whatsoever. But yeah, that was a stronger crane mod. I think it's a pretty good idea, actually. Maybe could use a... I don't know. Well, no, I just don't think it could use any work, because again, these cranes on the back of the truck, you won't use them to lift up other trucks, really. This will just be for the metal beams and the cargo containers and everything else like that, which these cranes do struggle a little bit, especially with the metal beams as well, because the metal beams are quite heavy. Obviously, the other crane would be more for recovering vehicles that you've got stuck or you've damaged really badly. So it's a really good... It's a good mod to have, actually, if you want to have a stronger crane. You just got to make sure you put the right one on. And obviously, you can tell once you lift, put the anchors out, that you can see it's the right one, because they go out a little bit further, which gives you that more reach, I guess. But great mod as it is. I'm going to leave that episode there, guys. If you did enjoy that one, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified when I upload the next episode. Thanks guys for watching.